Welcome to Actual Skill Modeling. This is part 30 of the DeAgostini Star Wars Millennium Falcon build, scale 1 to 43. I'm working through issues 99 and 100, which is going to be dealing with more add-on parts throughout the hull. In these issues, this will actually bring the main build to an end also. So let's jump into this and see how I get on. So beginning with issue 99. And this issue just got little bits and pieces added on to the main hull. So once more, I'm working on the rear engine hull parts, the ventral parts, and these are getting painted in Revel Aquacolor 15 yellow, 83 rust, 76 light grey Revel Aquacolor, Tamiya's XF55 deck tan, and finishing off with Tamiya's Withering Master Series C and the gunmetal component. I'm also painting all the little deck pipes and tiny fittings that are going on as well. So they're all getting painted with the same colours like in the previous videos. So first of all, just preparing the hull with some additional parts. Again, these are all quite small, and we can't really pick them up too well. There's some pipe work going on, some little brackets and so forth that go onto it. Next to go on is the little plates, the ventral plates, as you can see here. Like the bottom ones, there's 3 main location points these fit onto. They are prone to pop off through handling, so I'm securing them with a little bit more super glue than normal just to make sure they don't come off. Also to be aware, these 2 brackets, there's a couple of side details going on. The actual bracket itself was made up in the previous issue. It's just 2 parts sandwiched together. So then it's onto the actual main painting of the hull. Now there's quite a lot of painting to be done here. I'm using the same set of colours, so I'll just go through them one more time. Revel Aquacolor 15 yellow, Revel Aquacolor 83 rust, Revel Aquacolor 76 light grey, Tamiya's 55 XF55 deck tan, and lastly Tamiya's Withering Master Series C, and I'm using the gunmetal component once more. And as I said, this is the main painting now for the whole hull. There is a few more bits and pieces to be added on yet, but I decided to paint the whole thing now, so there's not too much work to do after I put on the main pieces. And it's a good time to do it as well because there's a lot of handling involved, and the last thing you want to do is knock off any of these delicate parts while you're working on it. So as you can see there, I'm putting in the grey first of all on this particular section. The part I've just removed is held on by a magnet, so that can easily get popped on and off. The pattern itself is random. I keep on saying it, but it's worth noting. Do what you feel right if you're doing anything like this. Of course, work off photographs and things like that. And if you're going to go for the perfect look, yeah, by all means, have a go, try it, and see how it works for you. I personally are always down the line where try and make it look as authentic as possible, and that doesn't necessarily mean to say it has to be screen 100% accurate. I know this one I'm building isn't, but I think I've got it fairly close, even though I wasn't really going for it. So the paint techniques I'm using, like I've used all throughout the build, is almost a dry brushing technique. I'm placing the brush in the paint, then taking the majority off on a piece of towel, and then I'm just brushing on at different angles and different strokes and building up the colour to achieve a weathered look. I will also use a paper towel now and again, like there, to rub off any excess. That gives me different tones and different density of pigment as well, and that all helps bring it to life and give it the weathered look. And if I've done something I don't like, I think I've done it too much, I can always paint over it. It's not a great drama, so if you're trying this, never worry about it, just have fun with it. On to the final issue, issue 100. And this issue is just placing on all the remaining pipes and little details that's been left off. The issue's only part is a remote control unit here, and it needs a particular type of battery for it, so I'll have to make sure I put the right battery in. But before I get to that, let's finish this build. So I'm starting off once again with my paints, and I'm going to be painting on the sprue with the same technique as before. And then once that's done, I will pick a section of the Falcon and start laying down more markings and paints as I go along. I'm just picking section by section at this point. The camera angle is slightly different because I'm using a different camera, a more overhead camera this time, and at a different position. The thing is so big now, I can't get a proper camera angle, hence why it's looking at a bit upside downish, let's say. And once it's painted, I can attach the rear panels now. These are screwed on using plastic bolts. They were a little bit tricky to get in, these plastic bolts. I would have preferred proper screws with a plastic cap for them to go on. I don't know if these screws will last. It is designed for this plate to come on and off when you need to get into the Falcon itself. So I don't hold up much hope these screws will last for long. So that's everything painted, as I said, and it's time to put on all the remaining parts. These are some holding brackets that go from the main section onto the mandibles. And there's two brackets, one main one which I'm just placing on now, and the little one of course which I've placed on first. Next is some detailing for the gun area. Again, various pipes and little brackets and plates are going on here. As you can see, they're quite small. Most of them sit flush with the hull, apart from this bit. This protrudes up from the circular part. Once it's on, I can then simply place in the laser cannon gun, and that just gets pushed in to its housing. It's very tight. I've secured it with a little bit of super glue, but I didn't really need it. It was just more peace of mind. And then it's back to more pipe work throughout the build. And there's quite a lot of this stuff to put on. There's tiny little pipes, little brackets, and so forth. There's really too much to go into. If I did, the video, there'd be another 3 or 4 videos at the back of this one. So I won't show you every little single detail going in. As I said, it would just be such a long video, or it'd have to be several other more videos to watch. And it's much the same with every section that I'm doing. All that's left to do now is putting on the dish, and that just pushes in. There's no cement or nothing like that. Obviously you want it to move. And this actually completes the build. It'll be a few days before I get the final photos up. I've got to get the right battery for the remote control and so forth, and do some light testing to see if everything is okay. But I'll get the reveal video up as soon as I can. So in the meantime, if you haven't done so already, why don't you check out the channel for my other builds, or for the build log for the Millennium Falcon. If you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, that bit's important, you will be notified of all my future builds coming up. Feel free to leave a comment. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the build. Hit that like button, and of course you can share the video also. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Bye bye.